Hello, NeXT community. So I have often been asked, well, how do I pack a monitor? This is about a 55-pound CRT. There's a short answer and a long answer. So what I'm going to do is hopefully take a bunch of clips on the way here that'll kind of give you what I do. And so with all of the equipment coming in, I'm trying to be conscious and recycle a lot of it. So I found this smaller box that's going to work big, great to be nested within this 20 by 20 by 20 box. And so from Mozambique, they always pad it with dry ice. Well, these pads work great for the front of the monitor, right? And then I've got some styrofoam pieces and some bubble wrap. As I say, I'll kind of stitch together some different materials, and it should be rock solid for Michael when I ship. Also, my cane has developed a hole in it, so I'm experimenting. I 3D printed a foot here, and we'll kind of see if it fits. Let me see if I can set this thing down right there, and I can show you what the deal is. So this foot has kind of come through, and with any luck, let's see. So this one kind of has a big hole in it, so it's scraping on the floor. Let's see if we can get that in focus, right? And so let's see how my new one looks. It's a little bit smaller, so I might size it up next time, but I think it'll work. I think I've got the dimensions right, and we'll find out. So there we go. Right, it's on this. There we go. And it should just slide right on. Hey, how about that? So that saves, it's fun to do. And it saves a couple bucks, right? So, all right, that's part one of this monitor shipping. And now I won't scrape up my floor and everything else when I'm wandering around. So let's see if I can get in it. Hello, NeXT community. So I am going to pack up the 17-inch monitor, and with the fractured hip, there is method to my madness. I'm going to use recycled material, a couple boxes, and hopefully all will go well. And it's good to have this little video because now I know how long it's going to take me to do it. So what I do first is I set it on the side like this, right? And because I have a plethora of bubble wrap from a lot of different shipments, I try to consciously recycle. I've kind of cleaned up the screen and the actual case using Armor All, paper towels. I've got glass cleaner, but the screen is in excellent condition. So the idea here is do not skimp on packing materials. And you don't have to skip on packing tape. That was one of the first things one of the guys, probably 35 years ago now, at one of the places down in Denver, said, yep, don't ever be afraid to skip on packing tape because it will secure the box and everything, in it. And so, with any luck, I'm not going to look like too much of a noob at this. I've done probably thousands of packages like this. Okay, so try not to get a twist in the bubble wrap like I've managed here. No pressure, right? And this stuff looks to be in good shape. I usually get the 24-inch wide bubble wrap, but since I had, as I say, this 12-inch, thought I could just go ahead and use it up here. And so what I'm doing is just setting up the base part. Okay. And it looks like there's a little piece that was taped to this there. And so here comes the tape gun. Now, these things can be finicky, right? I find the Easy Start tape works really well. And I just kind of give it about a foot lead, and then I come across and give it a snap like that. So, foot lead, come across. Once you have one section in place, you can kind of come down and make it look nice and neat here. Kind of tuck it in around. Okay. Now, Ozempic, I just had that pad, ships, or Kaiser Pharmacy ships Ozempic in a cold pack. And these make a really nice monitor cover if you're shipping, because it's about a 2 to 3 inch foam that I'll put on here. I think I'm going to go one way around this. So now that we have that in place, right, what makes this easy is now I can turn it 90 degrees, and I've got a bed here in the downstairs, because I'm probably going to need it when I get hip surgery for my fractured hip. Coming up in January. So, now what we're going to do is, it makes it easier. Once you have it set here, I hope this is going to turn out on film too. It's getting dark so early now with daylight savings. I'm just going to kind of fill in time and talk. And it's kind of fun if you have somebody to help you with these big monitors. But I'm good enough where I've done so many of them. So now what I'm going to do is go around the back like this. And it looks like our bubble wrap ran out back there. I can't tape it with it. Don't worry, I could be a buffoon. So, here we go. Packing tape. Right? And then we're going to go this way. I can kind of cover this like this. So this nice clean seam. Go all the way over. And then the tape jamming, I just kind of go with it. Just keep pulling straight away from the from this mechanism here, because that's where it cuts it. Okay, so now we have it both directions, and I'm going to tape this on board, so it makes it easy having something like this too. To set it up straight now, and we're going to protect our screen, as well as we'll tape that bottom up. Okay, so we're going to come across here. Oh, man. Okay, so that's a nice pad. So next, always, if you're putting a box in a box, always make sure to tape the bottom too. Sometimes we forget about that. This is an 18 by 18 by 16. So, what I'm going to do, because of my hip, I think this will work, is bring the chair over here. going to either look really brilliant or not so. Okay, does it fit this way? Let's see if it'll actually fit pretty tight. Okay. If anything, I'm going to be able to wheel it out. Using a chair is my thought. But for now, I'm just going to have to muscle up. Okay, so we're looking, I think this is going to be, that's going to be okay, but maybe I want to try to flip it. Give it a tight squeeze. Right. There. Okay. Well, that should be pretty good. Now, whew. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. Double wall boxes make a huge difference too. I probably wouldn't have been able to do that right there with the single wall box. Now I'm going to nest it in a 20 by 20 by 20 box. And we're going to put some bubble wrap at the bottom. And some packing peanuts. Oh man. I'm not feeling well today either. I got a little bit of the flu, so I'm handling it like a champ. I think this is going to be the main thing I want to get out today, and the cube is going to have to wait until tomorrow. Well, it's 3:45. I'll see what I can do. I've got some smaller eBay orders for my computer powwow store on eBay. So I set it down like this, right? And, oh gosh. You can tell I'm kind of wigging it. Probably do my inhaler. So I like to do the inside here first, right? Then I kind of fold it over. Then we're going to go across like this first. I like to do the edges. The shippers like that because then they don't, if they're not wearing gloves or you're not wearing gloves, like I'm not wearing gloves, these edges can be a little bit sharp. So I set the tape and I pull straight across. And sometimes this little thing right in here will get gummed up. There's teeth that cut right here. That'll get a lot of stuff. So if you ship a lot of packages, you'll definitely want to clean that up. Or if you have a used one or something, you might check if your tape's kind of jamming. That's usually the culprit. Be patient with it. Easy tape makes it so much easier for me. I've struggled with the other tape and it tends to go all cockaroo. Get tangled. So far I'm not doing too bad though, am I? I'm an old crippled guy. back across. I actually have a Druid too. It must be good. I mean, Druid sweat. I've got actually a box cutter that will actually put handholds in, but I don't think it's going to be necessary. I mean, I think on this one I'm just going to go to the main UPS drop off, and there's a serious Texas barbecue right by there I'm kind of craving. And my assistant Lori, I don't think she's going to be in today. She kind of gave me a little bit of a flu as well. So if I could make it through packing this in this little video without having to run to the facilities, we're handling it like a champ. I love having my own business and kind of setting my own hours and projects, and it's fun. I hope you guys enjoy seeing this stuff too. So this seam on the corner on all boxes, you'll want to make sure you get tape on that. The reason is, and this is a double wall box, maybe I'm being a little overly cautious, but with all of the monitors that have just been wrecked, you have to treat it like there's basically, if you've ever seen a Samsonite Gorilla commercial, that's what you got to take in mind, because it's true, man. I don't know what goes on in some of those places. I talked to a buddy of mine, John Woodall, and he does Lisa equipment, but he said, yeah, I worked at FedEx, and by the end of the day, we'd be kicking the boxes around. Like, oh man, I could see how. I mean, these things are heavy. Okay, so this 20 by 20 by 20, we're going to have a couple inches of play, and that's where the packing peanuts come into play. Or I might have a styrofoam piece that'll work as well. Let me see what we have in our box of recycled goodies. I think for my sanity, we'll just do the packing peanuts. Then we're just going to pour a couple inches. And hopefully I'll set this up right, and then I can use the other materials to kind of pack it around the edges. I've already printed out the label because I know the weight just from doing so many of these. And if I'd have known, UPS had stopped by earlier, and I got sidetracked on some other stuff, but he would have been able to pick this up, but I don't mind. It's Friday, I need to get out of the house. Working and living in the house makes it a little bit, get a little cabin fever now and then. Okay, so I'm going to do a few more, just so you have a nice little bit of a layer. You don't want to put too much because then you can't close it. Like, it's going to be close. And when I drop the monitor, there's probably going to be peanuts flying up. They don't really get to you if you've done as many as I have until it's ankle deep. Then you start to lose it a little bit. But Lori's done a great job taking care of my constant messes. So, we have our packing peanuts, we have the monitor, and I think I'm going to throw something in just to fill up this space. And this little bubble wrap ought to do nicely. Cut a little more in the face there. So you want to fill it right up. Yeah, it's going to close just fine. So I'm going to go ahead, if I don't lose my glasses, spin it just a little bit. There we go, same thing. Come across this, helps keep the flaps down. to is just to power through, get it done. It's one less thing on my plate. Now, most people would probably ship it this way, and I'm just trying to add in an extra layer of solidity. Okay. Put that in, and with any luck, when we drop her in, it's going to be fine. Let's see. Now we bring this box over so I don't wreck my back too much. And for rolling it out the door, I have a skateboard that I've been using for 25 years, and I just bought bearings because you use a lot of bearings in 3D projects. So I'm going to be able to fix that because the bearings are shot from 10,000 packages. Okay. There we go. And come on. Oh God. Hey, you see that catch? Woo! Look at that. All right, so that's actually really good. I'll see if you can see that. Right now, I think what I'm going to do is just put paper in around and maybe one more thing of bubble wrap. And spare them the peanut storm on the other end. I'm sure Michael Schaefer's going to appreciate. Okay, so I got all this paper. As I say, I like to use all this stuff up. And we're going to go here. Oh man. Back and hip. Okay. There we go. I think I'm just going to do this one side. It's in there so nice and tight that we're set, I think. Okay. Now, let's see. One piece here. Steam. I used to be able to throw these around. And, just seeing if there's anything. Yeah, this might actually work for up top here, along the side. Then I'm going to call it good. Taper up and ship. Okay. I don't think this thing's going to go anywhere. That's good. Okay, so. Glasses. That looks like a buffoon doing this, probably. Oh, man. Time to close. Hey, perfect. Now I'm getting sweat in my eyes. Oh, God. Grab a couple fragile stickers. Don't overdo it with these, right? I think it just kind of draws them in and ticks them off if you put too many on it. Just a theory of experience. And this guy with the post office, Ray, he means well, but let me tell you, when that guy put fragile stickers on, it was just bananas. Oh my God. You know, one on every side, top, bottom. God, I gotta sit down here. Sorry, guys. This is what happens. I suffer from an ailment called aging. Okay. I think it's gonna close okay. Well, let's set this down in there. That should be fine. All right. If you guys were here, I'd put you to work helping. When I have friends drop by, they'll take packages over for me sometimes. Pack mail, which is just a couple minutes away. They're real nice folks over there. And I usually drop packages over there daily. And I have been 3D printing a bunch of glow-in-the-dark stuff, right? It was a big hit on Halloween. And so I gave him a bunch of them, and it's a big hit. He's like, yeah, could you print more of those? Chris over at Pack Mail, and Miguel Hunter, and her boyfriend, they're real nice people. Oh my gosh, yeah, this is a heavy sucker. I'm going to ship this stand separately. I want to get all the pieces. I just remembered that. And power cord. It's probably good too, because I don't want that to break. I don't want that to happen too. Alright. And I think we are all set here. Put the label on. And hopefully it recorded. Oh man. As you can see, it took about 25 minutes or so. But you get the idea. It's not easy. If you have two people, it's a heck of a lot easier. And if you have a lot of equipment to ship, it's probably going to take a good afternoon. Get some beverages and got a grill, kind of grill out. And if you need advice on how to, I'm pretty good with just, say get this, bubble wrap, half-inch bubble wrap. I like it so that it's segmented or perforated, every 12 inches, 24-inch wide is nice. A roll of like 125 feet, if you get it from a shipper supply, is usually going to run, $70, $80. It may have gone up. I get enough to where I don't have to do it often because a lot of, as I say, I'm recycling stuff. Go over your label, because if that peels off, you can wind up with stuff in the, lost. I'll probably go ahead and call it. Voila. Now, when I said the skateboard, oh gosh, I'm not sure where she rolled that to. But I know that this tile floor usually works pretty good for just pressing it. And you can see why I have a damaged hip. Okay. So I'll just get it all the way up to the front, There we go. I've got a dolly there to get it out to the car. Oh my gosh, and the dolly has an elevator on it, which is kind of nice because I can lift it up. Okay, hope that was entertaining. 28 minutes, all right, not bad. Okay guys, I am on my way to packing mail, and UPS is there. He's going to wait for me 5 minutes. It's just a little ways down the road, so good timing. Just have to open my hatch, and I'll show you how this elevator works on the on my dolly. There we go. And so I just kind of wheel it over. This thing's really neat. Lock it in place, right? And then it's got a crank here, so it raises it up. Pretty cool. And then I just kind of load her in. I'm going to go ahead and just cut the video. I think you guys get the idea. Have a good day. So in conclusion, guys, I made it. UPS was waiting, and I got that on the truck from Michael. So you can kind of see what I go in do. And I've got this new, it's Neuro Gum for energy and focus. So I'm going to try that out, and I'll be even more focused. I'm sponsored by Burger King, Neuro Gum, and this Brain Freeze from Burger King, the Coca-Cola Brain Freeze, and some fries. You guys are like, in your dreams, dude. Oh, come on, Burger King. Hook it up, man. Alrighty. Signing off. Mission accomplished. I'm going to try and get some other stuff out here today, but man, I don't get around like I used to. Alrighty. Peace out. Stay tuned. More epic stuff to come from the black hole.